Tracy's or not, but
Oh.
I'm just giving a shout out to Tracy's face.
So hold on a minute.
We might have to sit closer together,
Yes.
you guys.
I think we probably will.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Yeah,
We can make it into like
wait,
a
we
bench.
can't see you at all. Yeah, we're gonna have.
Here, hold on.
Hold on, everybody. On Instagram, we have to get closer.
Here, sit down. Go closer to Natalie. We're gonna make like a sofa
Yeah.
bench out of the chairs.
Out of everything? Or
Yeah.
Okay, your cup.
I know. Hold on. Here's your cup.
Why are you still cut out of that? That's strange.
Oh no, we just have to turn it a little bit because it's like a lot of. Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna do our best.
It's fine. All right.
So okay, so
We're
for
just gonna have to do this the whole time.
so for TikTok, this is Soul Signatures live astrology and mediumship show. We're gonna do be channeling Aprhrodite part 2 today and all things Venusian. And Natalie Levin over here is going to be going over the current astrology and helping us dive a little deeper in like Venus placements and like what that
I'm very
can
Venus
mean
today. Yes.
in
You
our
are very
lives. You
Venus.
are very.
I'm very.
You actually look great. Look at. It's me. Like, well, I had the nice top
You would
on.
be wearing. This is something you would wear actually. Like,
Right?
This is what I always wear.
Yes, it is.
So
It is.
I'm consistent.
Yeah.
Should I open up the space, you guys?
Yep.
Please.
Okay. I mean, even though, and I want to remind you all, those of you who are watching live or in recording, that Katie and Courtney also opened the space with Reiki. So when you are getting to witness us either live or in the future, you're also receiving healing, a healing frequency, a healing vibration, simply by getting to be present with us, either recording wise or live.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe if you'd like, you can join me in taking 3 big full breaths. A big full inhale and an exhale, and 2 more. Big inhale and an exhale, and 1 more. Big full in breath and an out breath. And I call in the highest, purest iterations of all of our spirit teams, our archangels, our ascended masters, and our most well-healed ancestors into this space right now. Here they all are. I give thanks to them all that the 3 of us and everyone who's watching this live or in the future, that we are living right now the highest, purest iterations of our most abundant, and that includes financially in the realms of health, wealth, happiness, and love and relationships, that we are living our most abundant, most divine, and most benevolent timelines. I give thanks that we are all infinitely divinely led and divinely protected. And so it is. Aho, asi, amen. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. And while we're here, there's a little bit of thunder coming over where we're living. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, I think it'll still.
Sorry, I was asking if she would still get alerts if she needed that.
Got it.
Sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
That
good.
was a moment.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's good.
What have you done in the show?
So last week, Katie was away, and Courtney and I wanted to communicate with Aprhrodite, and she
came to us.
Oh, well, that too.
So
Wait, did she?
yeah, she came through you first when we were at
Mission
Granted.
Oh right. Oh, we were.
And then you were like, Venus is like lighting up your chart right now, Courtney. And you said,
yes.
Wait a minute. You just like have this like, you said, have you ever like talked to her?
Yeah.
Remember you were
yes,
like, and I was like, technically, yes, she's come in for other people, but like I don't know that I've ever had a good chat with her. I said I call her in on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
But I said, but then you were like, oh, you should maybe think about that. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then it was like 4 hours later, Madison was over.
Oh my gosh.
And all of a sudden she
Yeah.
literally just, it was like, came up in conversation about like these cards, and then she starts talking to me about, have you ever seen like the Venus deck?
Oh my gosh.
She says it's
Oh my
like
gosh.
it's like the for the Venusian
Yes.
deck, and I was like, no, I don't really do cards, and she's
Mm.
like, oh, you have never ever talked to her?
Oh!
I've done Aprhrodite, and
Whoa.
she specifically says Aprhrodite, or she goes, or like Venusian things, and I was like, I paused,
Whoa.
and I was like, for a moment, I thought she was in the group with us this morning.
Oh,
And then
my
I was like,
gosh.
and I said to her, wait. And I was like, no, wait. And she's like, what? I was like, because in Natalie's group this morning, I was like, she legitimately said the exact same thing. And so she's like, well, I have the deck and you should get it. And so like that day, I actually ordered that deck.
Whoa.
Yeah,
You know what?
Wow.
Shoot, I left it up.
that's okay.
It's
That's all
okay.
right.
I meant to bring it.
She's like, you don't need the deck.
Yeah.
I know. I don't. That's what
Yeah.
it's. But at any rate, I was like, and then she popped into another person's reading, Aprhrodite. I didn't
Oh.
get to tell you that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
that
popped-
happened for me too with a
Did it?
client. Like super loud, and the client was like, I'm covered in goosebumps, and like it feels like I'm landing in place with Aphrodite's help. Like,
Yeah, she's been really loud.
and then someone in our permission granted group was like, "Oh, I was listening
Oh,
to
yeah.
an
I saw that,
Aphrodite,
yes.
Julia,
Yes.
an Aphrodite
Yes.
like morning meditation."
See,
And then wait, someone else, and then your husband
wait.
Listen-
Oh
listening to the-
yeah.
listening
He
to the
goes,
band.
yeah, there was a band.
Aphrodite's daughter.
Something.
Daughter, yeah.
Aphrodite.
Yeah, that's right.
There was like a song.
Whoa.
And then when
Yeah.
we looked up, because this is a little snap back to last week, Natalie was like, "Oh well, I just want to read about," which I didn't even think to do.
Right.
You're like her mythos, like let's give her history of how she was
Mhm.
born, and then like she happened to have children, and
Yeah.
one was Eros, but there was this other one called Harmonia,
Yeah.
and I was like, I never or harmonica,
Harmonia.
Harmonia, and I was like, oh my god, because I developed something called nodal point therapy, which is based on literal harmonics.
Yes.
It's the physics concept of harmonics and patterns, but that's how I apply it to people's whole person, their body, and their energy field
Yeah.
to literally create a harmonic balance
Yes.
within human beings. It's an amazing modality, and so at any rate, then that's why I'm like, oh my god, because it's like literally being her daughter, like
Yes.
and like
Yes.
embodying
And
those
also
codes.
with your planet of power and your North Node in Libra, which is ruled by Venus.
right,
And Libra's about balance
Yeah.
and harmony.
yeah,
So, oh my gosh. And here, now we have, I almost called you Hades. I'm sorry, Buggy. Buggy, our cat, who almost left her body a few weeks ago, and then Katie and Courtney. If those of you who have animals also didn't know this, Katie and Courtney can work on your animals in the quantum. So if you're having an animal that's having a challenge, that's another one of their many talents that you can reach out to them for. And they worked on Buggy and helped clear. She had something in her belly, and they covered it in the quantum field in like gooey slime, so it would just pass through, and then it was gone. Like it just
on the
vanished.
stand.
It
was
vanished
not
through
on
the
there.
I
scan.
understand.
I was
I
like,
know.
oh yes, it was so great. So it's I want to invite you guys to know. Buggy really is wanting to be in the show too.
I know. Hi,
I
Buggy.
mean, she
She just wants to get to
she
her
wants to be part of the show. She really is aware of love and a feeling of worthiness, and she
And
is
chicken.
very.
And chicken.
in chicken.
She's very and animals
No,
I feel like
Buggy.
also are really connected to being able to see your inner Aphrodite, your inner value. Animals, my experience is they really experience my truest self and purest soul, and that's what they connect with. Wait,
Your north node is Taurus, right? No,
No,
south.
Scorpio.
So her south node is Taurus, and Taurus is also ruled by Venus.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Buggy's making the whole thing shake. Come here, baby.
No, I did not know that.
Okay, stop.
Well, also my Pluto's in Libra.
Like my Pluto's in Libra.
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
course.
it's like we're in the same age range, which is why.
Yes, that's a generational thing.
Yes.
My Pluto's in Virgo because I'm older than you guys. So my Pluto's in the sign of healing, of the healer. It's also in an energy of like laser focus in my house of communication. So I sing, I'm an opera singer, and through my voice, one of the ways that I'm able to heal is through being in the presence of my singing, actually. And people have said to me, oh my gosh, I feel that they don't have words.
So is that also why like you can speak a zillion languages?
It might be. Because
Man, I don't, for you guys don't know. We're not kidding. This woman speaks like 5 different languages.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
more. Is there more?
About 5, I think. Yeah, something like that. It might be the Pluto in Virgo in my house of communication because Virgo is also ruled by Mercury, the messenger of the gods. So if I am connected to my power and my planet of power is answering to the messenger of the gods, immutable earth.
Yeah.
So picture this, it's sand pouring through your fingers.
Mm.
It's the energy of being able to like really go with the flow. For me, I can hear language and I can start to communicate it immediately. I don't know.
You really
Yeah,
can
you
though.
can.
I think it's why
Your whole
I
family is geniuses. Let's
Oh,
just put
yeah.
this out there.
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
Like, just
Well-
in general. Like, you all have the ability to be able to communicate through sound in different ways.
Yes, that's true actually. Wow. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
That's why we get along so well.
Oh my gosh. It's so fun. When there's a lot of laughter when we're all with my nuclear
Yes.
family. I haven't actually seen Katie laugh.
Your brother, man.
My
I
brother.
feel like I missed out that day.
I know.
You left
Where
that
were
day.
you?
Oh.
Oh,
You
you
had
left.
to leave.
You had to leave.
Well, it must have been the witching hour on a Saturday night.
Oh,
Where-
Aphrodite was like, we need
It was
you.
not
We need
Aphrodite.
you.
It was the male version of
Oh,
Aphrodite.
yeah.
It was my
who
husband.
You're married
Mars.
to.
My
Mars.
husband.
Yes, Mars. That's yeah.
Well, he's very beautiful.
yes.
He's a Leo, and then he has a Libra moon.
He's very
Yeah.
handsome. He is a beautiful man.
I do have a very beautiful husband.
Yeah, and his Leo.
Yes.
Oh, his birthday's coming,
Yes.
and yours.
Yep.
Ah,
It's
we're in the Leo realm.
I'm 5. He's 15, right? He's 16. He's 15.
He's 16.
He's 16.
He's 8/16.
Tucker's 15. Yes.
Wait, is
I know.
Tucker a
Tucker's
Leo?
August 15th.
Tucker is also a Leo.
Tucker-
That's their
her
dog.
dog.
That's their Hi, Tina.
Hi, Gina.
Yeah. Another thing that's really amazing about
I wish I could see.
who Courtney married, and like Courtney's platonic love and Courtney's romantic love both have
The same chart.
the same chart. Like, I'm not kidding. Like
That's true.
so there's things in astrology called minutes. So you can be like born with like your sun at 3 degrees of something and then 35 minutes, let's say. So when I broke it down mathematically, how many minutes are in the 360 degree zodiac, it's something like 18,000 possibilities, probably more than that. And Katie and Mitch
That's
were born with their rising sign at exactly 4 minutes and like 38 seconds, or 4 degrees and 38 minutes of the sign. So that means that they have the exact same rising sign. And that means their whole chart is flowing in the same rhythm, which
And they have-
apparently Courtney is very attracted to. Like,
it's
she met Katie and she was like, did you meet Katie or Mitch first?
Mitch.
Okay.
I met Mitch first, and they're both Leos as well.
Yeah, oh,
I
yes.
think like
Yeah.
they only.
and they both have Scorpio rising.
Yeah.
I think, and then the rest of their chart is pretty much.
It's very similar.
It's like
Similar.
It's almost identical. There's one difference,
Mm.
and it's that his is a Libra moon,
And his north
and,
node,
and hers is a
Cancer.
Cancer. What's his?
Mitch's north node is in Pisces.
Oh, that's right.
So he's like, I'm really attracted at some part of my being to connecting to spirit, to connecting to all that is. Hence, he's like, "Oh, you are my goddess," but
Right.
not
And then
yet
uses
has
all
he.
the rest of the
He has not
communication.
dived into that yet.
No. He says he's proud of me. That's your thing.
He's very.
That's funny. It is funny.
Except in a
So
true
cute.
emergency, the man
Yeah,
will ask me
he
for Reiki
I know.
Yeah.
What's
and
so
to take a
sweet.
look.
Will he be
Yeah.
like? Will he be like? Can you do that thing to me that you do? Like, does he know the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he'll say Reiki, like, or he'll say like, can you take a look? Like if I do my medical intuition.
Mm.
It's, I mean, remember I saw his,
You knew
my
what was going
husband
on before
had,
the
um,
doctors.
he needed a quadruple bypass actually.
Oh my God.
One of them we were able to actually not have to do it, and they thought they were doing it before. And he's like, my husband is not only handsome, he's very healthy, and he's really muscular, and like he's, you know, he was like a bodybuilder his whole life, literally, and like doesn't smoke, like just doesn't like just takes stellar physical care of himself.
Yeah.
And so everybody kept like and he's only like in his 50s, so if he'd be getting chest pain and they'd be like, oh, they would pass it off and they would ignore
Oh
him,
my God.
and again and again and again and again,
Jesus.
and then they'd be like, oh, your troponins, that's cardiac enzymes, if anybody doesn't know, that would elevate if you had a heart attack.
Nobody knows that.
Okay, now you know. Now you know. And so they kept being like, no, and I kept getting the hit, like it's not his heart, it's his arteries, right?
Oh.
And so finally, by a certain time, like he went into like a really bad episode, and
And Tucker
We had
did
a-
too.
yeah, and
Oh,
oh,
the dog
that's
knew.
what happened. So
Whoa,
Tucker
Yeah.
came to me, and my dog had never broken through like this. Like I didn't even know he could. I know I can communicate, but an animal doesn't usually override just to start talking to me, especially because I have my boundaries, my
Yeah.
energy boundaries up. That when I'm out of session, I'm off. And our dog, like Tucker, the other Leo, is like started acting really funny, like growling, getting very protective
Whoa.
of him around the bed, like
Wow.
even at me. And I was like, Tucker, what the hell's going on? And then he just said to me, he broke through finally, and he said, Dad is sick.
Oh.
Dad is sick.
Oh my God.
And I said, here's what I'll never do again. Question an animal.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my husband at the time had started working night shift. Now he
Yeah.
doesn't, but he did at the time. And we thought he's all mixed up.
Yep.
He just, and I said to Tucker, no, Dad's just, he's not sick.
He's tired.
He's tired.
Yeah.
He's working night shift. He's fine. And it was just a few weeks after that, that's when he landed in the hospital. And
Wow.
thank God that I was a critical care nurse for so long before
Yeah.
I went into integrative medicine, because I still know my shit like the
Yeah.
back of my hand. So like I was looking up, and they were like saying it's normal, and then he was so scared because it was continuing.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I would look with my hands as a
Mm.
medical intuitive and doing Reiki, and I went in and I said, oh shit.
Mm.
And I actually wrote down the percentages. I wrote down
Oh, right.
where the blockages were
Oh my God.
and the exact percentage.
Oh my God.
When I got up to the Widowmaker, that's when I got really scared, and I could see it was a huge block, but I didn't.
Oh.
I went like that because, of course, he's my husband. So I reacted, and
Yeah.
he hit my hand off of him, and he's like, "No, that's enough. That's enough."
Oh.
And I had upset him,
Yeah.
and I was like, "I'm sorry." So then when I saw what it was, that's when I actually went back to the telemetry strip, and I looked for the slightest things that they would have been missing.
Yeah.
And then I saw, and it was just ever so slight, a dip in what's called the T wave. And it was very minor, and you would have really have to pay close attention. And then I said to them, come here. And I was going to sit there and go, the doctors.
Oh.
And I said,
I'm acting like I even knew you.
I
when this
remember
happened.
this.
I
Wait,
know.
You didn't. You
knew me.
I knew you.
I know, but we didn't yet.
Whoa.
So-
Ooh, I have goosebumps. I feel like. Okay.
I
Yeah.
probably was there.
Right,
I mean-
yeah, at this rate.
Whoa.
So-
this
so-
story is so crazy when I'm hearing it again.
So it's like really wild, because I'm not going to go like, oh, doctor, I'm a medical intuitive. Like, I know how to translate language into
Yeah.
where it needs to be. and to support what needs to happen on the terms of medicine. So I caught that minor shift in the T wave. And then I said to him, I want you to not just run his troponin, I want you to run something called the CKMB, right? Well, the CKMB comes back abnormal.
Oh.
Right? And but the
I'm surprised
troponins
the doctor listened to you.
Well,
The doctor had no choice.
he didn't have a
at that
choice.
point.
I mean,
Other than to listen to.
I was like, and I said, and I want you to pay attention to up there, blah 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 blah. And I think at that point they're just like, shit, this bitch knows her stuff.
oh,
Right.
And they know I'm not messing around.
Yeah.
So, so fast forward, it was in COVID, and they ran out of dye
what?
to put into the heart for the
Oh.
cardiac cath.
Oh my
And they
God,
said,
oh my
because
God.
your troponins didn't come back elevated, we have to save the cardiac caths for the patients who had elevated troponin.
Oh no. Oh
Now,
no.
this doctor, this cardiologist was one of the first, and he had been watching Mitch, and then he had the wherewithal to go back, and he grabbed his past stress test. And he said, I gotta tell you something, I don't know why they told you you passed, because you didn't.
Oh my God.
And he said to me, he goes, I don't think,
I'm grateful
there's any-
for this doctor.
he goes, I don't think there's anything wrong with his heart. I think it's his arteries.
oh,
And I just looked at Mitch and I said, I agree.
concur.
Frankly, I concur. And, you know, they ended up, believe it or not, discharging him.
Oh, Jesus.
Just a little bit, fast forward one more time, a couple more weeks goes, Tucker breaks through again.
Oh.
And he says, Mom, Dad is sick. I can smell him.
Yeah.
I can smell him.
Yeah.
The next day, that doctor had the wherewithal to order him a new type of stress test.
Wow.
It came back completely fucked.
Whoa.
And his primary called him and said, hey, you need to get over. And he was having chest stuff that day.
Wow.
It all
Oh my
came
God.
in at
Oh my
once.
God.
Yep.
We were supposed to be going to a graduation party. We ended up in the ER. That doctor looked at it, said, you 100% have blockages. They
Whoa.
put him to the ICU. Do you know he was over 95% occluded in his widowmaker? They didn't know how he was alive.
What?
And they didn't. And then,
Yeah.
wait, here's the thing. Getting lost in translation. All of a sudden, the next morning, I don't know why. I think I'm supposed to tell the story for
For
somebody.
somebody, you
down there.
absolutely
Yeah.
are.
So,
Yep.
so the next morning,
Mm.
all of a sudden he goes, they're discharging me. And I said, what do you mean they're discharging you? Yeah, they took me off all the drips. You want to see me and Courtney? You don't. I said,
You really-
I dropped that phone. I got in the car. I got all the way up there. It was the hospital I used to work at.
Oh.
So I knew
You
their
know something-
system.
Oh, and did you?
I knew their system.
Oh.
The girls that I knew were on that day.
Okay.
But I knew their system, and I said they were in something called Epic. And I said, hold on a minute. I said, I want the cardiologist down here right now. I said, show me where you have in a system that stress test.
Oh.
Oh, we couldn't pull it over. I said,
What?
couldn't you now? I said, here's what I want you to do. Go click this, click that, click this. I said, get it in your system now and get him down here. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. I said, yeah, get the cardiologist here now. That cardiologist came in, and at first he was acting like I was like a problematic
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
And then I said, I want to stop this conversation. I need you to go over.
Yeah.
And I said, Aprhrodite is very powerful.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
that's
is.
what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I think that
She
I
is.
think this is how this is all.
She
Yeah.
is very,
connected,
very
yeah.
powerful.
And I was
Yeah.
like, and I said, I need you to go grab that. I said, and then we're going to continue this conversation.
Mm.
And he actually honored that.
Mm.
He went and he looked at it. He looked at Mitch's symptom. He said, he came back. He said, I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
He said,
Wow.
I'm getting on the phone right now. He calls up to Doylestown, and
I
just the
goosebumps.
right, I do too every time, just the right
wow.
doctor, who's the one who saved his life, was there, because this doctor wasn't only a cardiologist,
man.
he's the one that does the CATs. So he knows all
Whoa.
that stuff in a way
that
that others don't see it.
I'm so glad he apologized.
He looked at it. He said, you need to get him right over.
I agree
The
from
guy
all
comes over. He's like, we're going to be transferring him.
Whoa.
He said to the nurses, get all these drips back up right now.
Yes.
He almost, I could cry talking about it. He almost did not make it. Like they almost had to by the next morning. Well, the reason they had to wait till the next morning, even though they got him over there.
Yeah.
I remember that cardiologist called me from the cath lab and he said, ma'am, he said, I don't know how your husband's alive. And he said, we're going to have everything. If we have to get him in tonight, we will. But the thing is, he was on a blood thinner already.
Oh, shit.
Right.
So they didn't want to open him up.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get him to the point where he was more coagulated or like on the heparin drip instead that like kept him thin. But then you're like an hour after you take it down and everything goes back to normal. So they were like, it was like hell getting him through that. But they got in there. And you know that cardiologist, Dr. Tran, our surgeon, I could cry when I say this. He comes up to the board and he goes, I'm going to show you. He was a good teaching doctor. He goes, I'm going to show you where his blockages were and what it was. And he goes 70%, 75 or something. And then he goes 95%. And I went, oh, like I was like started crying. And I just looked at him and I said, I told you. I was mad because for a while, like I kept pushing it, and like the doctors kept pushing back, and then he was like thinking I was being negative and over, like
overprotective.
And I was like, but like that whole time, I was so fucking stressed out, and then I just thought, all right, well, it's in his hands. If nobody wants to listen, then nobody wants to listen, and like it was so crazy. In fact, it was that fall you met him. That fall
is when you and I met.
That October, he had it on his birthday.
Yeah, I remember he had also like he had like some congealed something around his heart too. Like,
yes, he ended up with complications or after it. So like that's why like when people have certain things, I know this could scare some people, but like. Medicine doesn't always have it all. I respect medicine. I'm obviously advanced practice nurse. I respect science. Yeah. But sometimes, and I've seen it so many times when I used to work at Fox Chase, this and that, where like it's haphazard, you know? Yeah. And other times you have these heroes in medicine. Like it was like all the people and that one cardiologist that we kept arguing with that we kept pressing.
Apologize?
Oh no, that's the other one was his one that he saw every year.
Okay.
She wouldn't even come in the room to see him.
Oh.
She wouldn't even. And she was at that hospital, Doylestown Hospital. She wouldn't show her face.
Wow.
She wouldn't show her face. And
there you have the difference between ego
and
being like a genuinely embodied, authentic human.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. You know what? Let me ask you something, because me and Katie are seeing this a lot. And I think too, I heard Aprhrodite told me to ask this because she said the stuff up with people having imposter syndrome or feeling like a fraud or people who have not been believed. Like when they're telling people, or people made up lies about them and betrayed them, so it kind of like defaced or devalued them, or they felt like that at some point in their life. Is that I wanted to know in the astrology right now? Is that up? Because we're seeing it like so much right now.
So much.
So what? Like you're seeing people not understanding that they are actually skillful and they know what they're doing.
Well, they're getting a lot of feelings of being an imposter, like they're getting imposter syndrome, or they're getting like their confidence and their worth is being shook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And people like the sense of like they won't believe me or they'll think less of me.
Yeah.
Well,
and then the people that shouldn't be so confident, I feel like are overconfident and they want to tell other people how it is, and like just they're idiots.
I mean, I have some ideas of what this could be about. First of all, Venus is in a very critical sign right now. She's in the sign of Virgo.
Yep.
So
Oh.
so my inner critical voice is saying, it's like, it's the opposite of Venus in Taurus, which is like deliciousness, abundance, yumminess. It's like, oh, don't mind me. I'll just sit over here and like pluck some grass and make a little grass like halo for myself. Like there's not enormous abundant roses. It's not it's really Venus in Virgo right now is
My Venus is in Virgo.
yeah, I know.
I know.
And she's also squaring Mars in Gemini. So it's like also people's mean words about themselves. They can be really saying like, as opposed to saying, wow, look at me. I am learning. I'm growing. I'm doing amazing things. I'm expanding myself. They're saying things like, I really suck. I shouldn't be here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm faking everyone out. Like,
yes,
that's exactly right. That is up right now. I think it will pass.
Yeah.
But it is loud, and also Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is like also talking very loudly to those planets as well. So it's like they feel, people might also feel like, oh, like I'm getting this image of like deflated, like I don't have it in me I don't have and my fire is like and I don't have it in me to fight for my own value, to fight to say to someone else, I am studying this, I'm brand new, I'm learning, look at me, I'm so amazing, I know, and other people are seeing in me, like they're not able to see what perhaps you're able to reflect back to them yet. They're just not able to see it but maybe when Venus goes into Libra, which is the next sign, they'll be able to lean more into their sense of worth because Venus is happier there.
Okay.
Is also, am I wrong to say that Chiron is in Taurus right now?
Yeah, Chiron is in Taurus,
and that's also
is also a Venus. Yeah, it's this young wounding about where they were not ever told you are valuable simply because you exist, like a butterfly. Most people have that wounding. They don't come in actually having had parents saying, oh my gosh, I am so delighting in your existence. I'm so happy you exist. No, it's more like, why didn't you you got a B? Why didn't you get an A? Can you do what's wrong with you? Like why can't you study more? Why can't you go be best on
I just feel so blessed to have grown up the way that I did.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say that.
Yes.
I really, as I get older, I have more and more appreciation for that.
I don't really, Venus and Virgo, to me, Katie, I don't see it very loudly in your chart, except for the partner that you pick.
Yes, exactly. Because it's love.
It's love.
You know, and all my other Virgo people in my life who fill that space.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I feel like you are beautifully organized.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I am. All right. Anybody that really knows me.
I
am not.
Maybe not
at all.
You are. And then when you do like a program.
Okay.
How many programs have we developed together?
Okay.
You organize it out. You help people see, like when you teach.
Okay, so maybe through my teaching, I can help others organize things. I would never in a million years describe myself as an organized person. I guarantee if my husband heard this, he would be laughing to the point of tears.
Katie, no. Okay, maybe not. We didn't say that you were super tidy.
Okay.
We didn't say that. But I mean organized, like if you are, if you're going to go out and you needed a partner and you were going to be on the movie Survivor, you would want Katie with you because
she thinks of everything.
In her pocketbook, she will have
Mary Poppins.
It is Mary Poppins. You will have what medication might you need in an emergency?
Yes.
Also, if there's a charger, because all the everything goes out in the electricity, have no worries. Katie will have a battery light and a charging station, and not just like one charger, a station.
Well,
have no concern.
Because Katie, your Venus in Virgo is in the house of communities, groups, and friends.
Oh, okay.
So that's where it shows up. Like when you're out in the world in these communities, in these groups, and you're the person who comes in and is like, did they see why that could have happened if he was normally
healthy?
Oh.
Gina, they still don't know. And like
Yeah.
they try to go, oh, it must be genetic, except legitimately, even though my husband is like adopted, we know who his birth parents were, and like nobody has that in their family. I personally think it was the COVID shot vaccine because they did have. I know. Oh, I completely believe that because
Yeah.
there's just no reason.
He loves those shots. He would get every booster.
He loves them.
Yeah.
My husband loves vaccines. He loves them so much. And I'm just like, please stop. Please stop getting them all. Like, you know how your dad loves medicine?
He loves it. He's like, oh, I better take an Advil. I better take a Oxy. I have the slightest twinge. Yeah, your husband loves shots. He loves to get
He
the
loves
vaccine.
vaccines. He loves them.
It is amazing he's alive. There's
Yeah.
a lot of like
I love how matter of factly you just said that.
I'm
This is pretty amazing.
but that's a lot of strange things. Wait, Gina said yes, please stop. She's also on our page about them.
Yeah.
Yes. Please stop. That's
Right?
enough.
Like,
That's
it's enough. I don't know. They try to say, like, oh, that was all building since childhood if it's that bad at this age. But I'm just
No.
like, get
No,
the hell
especially
out
the
of here.
gelatin around the heart. That was a signature of the COVID shot that people's blood would get.
Like coagulated.
Exactly. And that
Yeah.
was what was like happening. And like,
Yeah.
he was on a blood
alive.
thinner.
Yeah,
like,
I
that's
know,
even
I
like
know.
stranger.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, it was very odd to me. And I don't think that they're ever going to have a good answer, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
I'll probably find it out when I draw this damn lines.
you probably will.
And
Yes, you
we
will.
also are like today, this week we're having this full moon in the next few days in Aquarius, which is also there's so many different things all happening at once right now, you guys. So I know for me, there's an invitation over and over and over. I know I'm around people that are feeling really heavy. They're having really big, like, doom and gloom. And I want to also say again, even though we are on social media doing this, be mindful of, like, what would Aphrodite allow into her view? She wouldn't necessarily go on and watch drivel and dregs on social media that, like,
Right.
she doesn't know if it's real or not. She is all about pleasure. She is all about deliciousness. Where Aphrodite walks, flowers follow in her footsteps. So she is, if we're inviting in the idea that she is speaking more loudly right now, what can I do to invite in more pleasure, more delight into my life? Like this weekend, I actually spent in the sun in a pool all weekend, eating delicious food with animals and chickens and caring for my BFF's house. Yes, I know, Gina, the full moon in Aquarius. And then the full moon is going to be opposing. First of all, it's going to be conjunct Pluto.
Oh,
And opposing Jupiter conjunct the sun. There is oh my gosh. You
what
guys
does that mean?
So
that
what-
means that Jupiter's in Leo.
Yeah. So
And then it's going to be opposing those.
But
so
what does it mean?
how do I translate this? Okay, what this could look like. There's also many other things happening astrologically because we have still the Barbo's basket.
I want
signature.
to switch the name.
To what?
I want to call it like Bozo's basket. Because
You want to call it bullshit basket.
Wait, why?
because everybody's going crazy.
Oh.
And it's like a bunch of clowns are out there.
Mm.
Like there's like this whole like legitimately like not even just people in my personal life that have had a completely like block because they literally went bonkers bananas.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
and then people.
Yep.
And then people around us are like coming to us about like, and it's
People that they're like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's bringing out like what is it? What is it that this? What is? Do you think that it's like it's squeezing?
Yeah.
It's like it's squeezing the shit out of people. And if you haven't done your inner work,
Yeah.
like you're just gonna go Bozo's bananas.
Yeah.
I literally hear Saturn going,
Yeah.
it's me.
Yeah, because his station. Look, that's an S for
Yep.
station.
Oh,
Saturn
okay.
is stationed. Yes, Saturn is stationed right now. Also, so there's I I mean, I
There's
can't even
so
talk
much.
about all of it, but Saturn is also inviting us to maybe, okay, what for me, this is how it came up this morning. What can I do with my inner boss, my inner teacher, my inner coach, Saturn? What am I forgetting that incredible voice that I have inside myself, that's the teacher, it's the internalized teachings of the people I love, and like even Courtney and Katie's voices are in my mind all the time. I have been constantly doing this energy clearing that Katie and Courtney shared with me about, like vacuuming my energy field with Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael. That's Saturn stationing. It's me calling in like authorities, even like Michael and Raphael. They're so powerful and potent. Why not take this moment and call them in and ask them for support and help? Even if you don't believe in them and you don't know what I'm talking about and you think that it all sounds like a bunch of baloney, what if you were to act as if and try? And see, like, give it a try for 7 days. You might be surprised at what happens. One of the things that's happened for me is I had a really activating experience this past week, and I was able to coach myself through it. I reached out for support. I prayed. I called in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and then Archangel Metatron and Source Energy, and sealed up my field over and over and over with Source Energy only. And then I was able to move through whatever that was. Like, it used to knock me out for 3 months.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Like, I made it through it in about 24 hours, like at most.
That's
amazing.
It's a really big deal. So it works. It works, you guys. This it might sound like not something you can grasp, but it actually can, if you can start this practice of creative imagination, you could call it, but it's actually you diving into the quantum fields of infinite potential.
Yeah.
And people tell you, oh, that's just your imagination, but that's because they don't understand that it actually is real. So Saturn also and Neptune in the same sign of Aries right now is inviting, how about this? What if Saturn is actually not the true story and Neptune is? What if the dream is what is actually real?
Yeah.
Like allowing that, and because Neptune is at 4 degrees as well, trining the Sun, Jupiter in Leo
4 degrees.
at 4 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's all square, your
Scorpio
rising sign.
at 4 degrees.
Yeah. So like there's so much support right now for you to be like,
Yes.
what if everything that I'm being told and on social media, on the news, keep allowing in the idea that what if that is all the lie and the real dream is, oh my gosh, I'm connected to the spirit. And again, I heard yet another near-death experience today, and the man was like, to try to explain to you what it was like when I died for 3 hours or 3 days, when I died for 3 days and came back, and like is to try to explain what it's like when you're like, oh, I know what it's like to be near the sun, and you hold up a flashlight and you're like,
right.
and like, he's like, we don't, it's very, very challenging for us in our human form to actually grasp the sensation of being in spirit. And here's an enormous opportunity for us to invite ourselves to recall and remember. Saturn stationing, the re-words, he's going to be retrograde, revisit, re-systemize, restructure my life around the connection to the all that is, even more than I'm doing. And this is coming from someone whose family mocked the idea of God and still thinks whatever I'm talking about is bullshit.
Except for Brenda. Sorry.
She's an
She goes,
Aries.
except me.
She has 5 planets in Aries. Like, she's so lit up. Thank you, Brenda. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That was a lot, you guys. That
It was.
was a lot that just came out
but
of
here,
me.
you know, it's one, like I'm getting the messaging about pain. Because I think a lot of people may be having physical pain come up in their body right now.
I am.
I am.
Yes.
I mean, you're having like physical stuff
Yes.
coming up. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of. I think everyone I know, honestly.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Or at least people who are within a certain frequency, like a certain hold a certain vibration in their field.
Mhm.
And for me, like it's been. For me, because it's been so many years of pain, I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, this is coming up again. What what do I need to do to just be done with this?
Katie literally
And-
broke her back. For anybody that doesn't know that.
It's true.
And so there's permanent nerve damage that she worked very, very hard to get under control.
Yeah. And what, 3 weeks ish, a month? It's been back with a vengeance.
Mm.
And anybody who's had nerve pain understands how terrible it is. And it's not something that you can make go away. You know, there's nothing, yes, there's things you can try and do, but the essence of it is if there's something in your body that's hitting on those nerves, you kind of got to ride it out. So one of the messages that I have been getting is, you know, instead of trying to like fight with it all the time, like how can you become friends with it? You know, and it's like, what is my pain telling me right now? So the second I said, what is this pain telling me right now? The message that I got from, you know, who like my guides, you know, and even like this is more quantum as well, is you're hitting the deepest layers. You're hitting the root. You're hitting the deepest layers.
Yes.
Because I've done the work.
Yeah, you have.
We've done the work. You know,
Yes.
people have done the work around, you know, the physical part of it, and then also the emotional part of it that comes with it, and the spiritual part of it, and where the charges are. And, you know, it can be in this lifetime. It can also be like spread out across lifetimes. And what has been happening, especially this weekend, you know, I might sound crazy, that's fine. We're in this shift of timelines.
Yeah.
And timelines are converging. And when that happens, everything gets glitchy.
Oh yes.
You know, time gets glitchy. We had kind of touched on some stuff about CERN like 2 weeks ago, I think. You know, that is all playing a part in how things are settling right now. And I use that term loosely, the term settling. But I think that Aprhrodite, part of what she's here for, she's showing me is like, she's also an anchor point right now. She's an anchor point for the collective.
In the harmonics.
Like she's holding the harmonic resonance point for now, so that the energy can move forward and backwards to create more of like a coherence for the collective.
The heart had coherence.
Yeah.
And you know, those are two really different systems too. Like first of all, if anybody doesn't know this, as part of my integrative medicine, I do my specialty in that area was on, and my capstone was on non-pharmacological pain management. And what you learn is that the same neural pathway that is for your physical pain shares that neural pathway with your social emotional pain. And so, and we know now today that in fact events, different trauma and or just unresolved stress, people think, oh, just because you resolved it here, and they go, I already dealt with that. It doesn't mean your body dealt with it. There's two different systems. This is linear. This is a non-linear system. So
the layers.
It's the
layers.
layers.
Oh my God.
And I have heard a lot of people going, why am I back here? Even for me, I had a pancreatic. I have a pancreatic tumor that I had. Okay. That was really dangerous. It's the thing that actually killed me 3 times because I overproduced insulin and my blood sugar dropped to dangerous lows. Well, the last 5 weeks, you were 3, so right in the same span. All of a sudden, I had a medicine that I had taken that they thought that I would be okay with, and I was not. And it inflamed this pancreatic condition that I have called nasopharyngioma, and it's literally been like hell. Like on Saturday, I was on the floor, like blood sugar in the 50s, blood pressure through the roof. Like I would get it up. It would only crash back down from like 3 a.m. to 12. And also I wish I had my phone to show you I have to wear a continuous monitor, that at the moment she starts praying for me and she's doing Reiki Beyond the Matrix, and my daughter's doing Reiki Beyond the Matrix, and then my sister's just doing regular Reiki. Literally, you see this, like this, and all of a sudden you see it starts to level. And for like, I think I got over 10 hours in of like just continue, like the best I had ever got.
Yeah, wow,
You can
wow, wow,
remember
wow.
I sent it to you guys on the text
Yeah,
and I
I do.
circled.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you match up the
time.
text time
Yeah.
with the time right when
Wow.
it says that, you can actually see it.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so it, and I was feeling like, why is this back again? And
Yeah.
of course it brings back like all the for me, it was bringing back like, oh my God, when I had this, and like this, the last time this was really flared up was about 10 years, 10 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. I got it really stable. In the past like 4, it's been like, except for
Since
a couple
we've known each other.
episodes,
Yeah.
it's been stellar.
Yeah.
And so like you can imagine, but when this first came on in my life, I'm talking about Venus because in Aphrodite, because people that have a lot is really loud in their chart, or it's loud in the collective right now. The sad part about Venus energy, and I talked a little bit about last week, is betrayal.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
so like if people, so in that time, my family legitimately abandoned me when I was dying. I kid you not. I don't even like talking about it because it sounds unreal, but thank God the shit's on paper. So
Right.
it's like, because it just sounds like made for TV shit.
Yeah.
And that's when I went into that like horrific 3.5 year period of my life, where you get stripped. So we were talking about this in the car. That's why it's coming up. So Katie and I were both talking about when you align your worth, and like it comes up around identity, and Aphrodite was talking about with us about it, about how like oftentimes people latch on to identity through an ego, but unhealthy ego. You need your ego.
Yes.
We're talking about imbalanced ego.
Yes. So the externalization of what your identity looks like.
Yeah. So you latch to I'm this, I'm that. And we were talking about that in this time for both of us, in the time she went through her back stuff, and the time that I went through this most horrible condition. They thought I was going to die. And when we went through that, everything was stripped. Like my job was stripped. I lost my driving license. I lost my nursing license. I lost my family. I got them back, thank God. But at that time, like I lost the way my mind worked, right? Because of like the sugars were so up and down. They made me literally go like not myself. I lost my house. I lost all my cars. If there was anything that I latched to for my externalization of my identity, it was ripped, including at the time. Then I got 2017. I lose my face. That's when I got in a car accident and died, and my whole face was smashed out. Right. So like I literally like, here, we're gonna rip her beauty away. And anything that felt like it was something I loved or beautiful in my life, it was gone.
Yeah.
And it was just completely gone. And so now this is not like uncommon to a heavy Pluto. I have both. Pluto is really strong in my chart. So like the Scorpionic realms. Yeah. And then Venus. Those are probably the two loudest in my chart, probably.
And your Pluto is trining your Venus. So there's a lot of Plutonian energy. Pluto and Aphrodite, Venus talk loudly and fluently with each other in your chart.
Yeah. And so
so you've had the conversation. Could you stop freaking killing me? Can I just show up, please?
Yeah, right.
Like, hello, I'm here.
Right. I want to be.
I don't want to die again. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
But they were like, but here's the thing. And I don't ever want to go through that again. And it's tough to have been in this kind of thing that I've been in the past 6 weeks. But it's the blessing in it is that I had to go to the greatest depths of all my darkest places.
Yep.
Yes.
I had to live in it. And I had to realize that I am worthy just because I'm me.
Yes.
And when I had nothing, no money, no anything, but I was worth it, and I had to choose that. It was a choice.
Yes.
It was a choice to align, because for all intents and purposes, I also, once I was like starting to come out of the hell realms, it was a choice that I made.
Yeah.
One, I had to choose it. One, I had to look at all the areas I didn't want to look at.
Yeah.
And I had to make peace with the things I hated the most about myself, including shit I didn't want to own, or I wanted to say it was other people's fault. And maybe there was other people. I had a lot of harmful people in my life, and there was a lot of great pain. But after they're gone, that's my fucking ownership.
Right.
To go in and go, okay, well, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
And how many of these stories am I going to say are true? Because if I continue to say that they're true, then I'm just realigning with the enemy. I'm realigning with the perpetrator.
Yes.
That's who I'm believing their story. You hear
That's why, she's just saying that's why this is the harmonic point. This is why this is a no point.
Yeah.
Because everybody gets to choose. You always have a choice. Always. Even if you don't have a choice in an actual situation, you have a choice in what your perspective is about it.
Yeah.
Always.
And forever, there are people like, because my confidence and your confidence is very hard won.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's a very hard one. Do you know the difference between confidence and ego? I have a lot of people that, because I am good at a lot of things, and I've actually been able, in my trauma work and in my mind body work, I used to never be able to say I'm good at something. Well, besides soccer. I'm really good at soccer, and I could always say that. And I was a good nurse.
Yes.
But other than that, it was like, oh, there was such danger in that. And now I can say to myself, like, yes, I'm good at that, and be good at that, and actually allow myself to be successful without apology, financially successful without apology, successful in my career. And I'm very successful. So people will often get offended by that, or eventually get an idea like that you are egotistical. Oh, look at her. Oh. But that's people, they'll do that because they're uncomfortable. It's not about me. They think it's about me because they're trying to externalize. But really, they are uncomfortable with their own power.
Yeah.
They're uncomfortable with their own feelings of worth and beauty, or like their ideas of it, right? What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm looking over there because you're looking over there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, what's happening?
Like-
is there someone over there?
Friend?
Like, who's over there?
I know. Now we're just all staring at nothing. So wait, what's she saying to you right now?
Sorry.
It must have been Aprhrodite. Oh my god.
Well, she was
She
come
is
over
here.
here.
Like, she is here.
Oh, okay.
She's not saying anything, but I can feel her. Like, I
I
can
know.
feel like her power, like radiating off of her.
Yeah.
And she's very. What she's saying is, this is what stability looks like.
Oh, yes, stability. She was talking about stability.
Stability.
You know what she said about stability the other day? Not on the show. Yes, thank you
You're welcome.
for saying that,
You're
because
welcome.
I almost forgot. She said people have got to realize that stability is the power to go with the flow.
Yes.
Stability is not the hanging on and keeping everything the same.
Yes.
So there are these big changes. Remember, Aphrodite is born from Uranus. You know, the lightning bolts,
Which is
Uranus,
true.
I'm sorry.
or your bum.
No, it's born from his testicles.
His testicles.
No,
Okay.
the semen.
I
His
mean,
testicle, Uranus.
Uranus
Uranus got castrated, and they and his testicles went into the ocean, and the frothy foam that came from his testicles.
That's real. Aphrodite was.
That's how she came out of his foam, out of Uranus's
And
sperm.
that works.
And she was the cause of one of the biggest wars, the Trojan War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you think about it, everybody always thinks love, but really the power of love, true love frequency, not your flighty ideas. Oh, cute. Love is no joke, man. The authenticity frequency and the love frequency, it is activating because it doesn't have room for bullshit.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the big light, right? And so when that light is getting shine,
Yeah.
right? You have to look.
Yes.
You can't hide from the bullshit
Yeah. Right.
in yourself or your life. And so people who are not good with taking accountability are externalizing left and right, and they're going cuckoo bananas.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
They're going to, But I feel like they're going to war with themselves.
Yeah, it's interesting because what she just said, what she just said to me is, it's why my presence activates people just by being in my presence.
Yes.
Because of the sun.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Every Reiki class, we have like at least one person that it just comes totally unhinged because they were thinking that they were going to walk into a cute class, and Reiki Beyond the Matrix, you're dealing with, quantum physics, and you're dealing with like really deep, it's completely different. And, that's the problem today. These people get out there and they think they're playing around with energy. How cute. Let me do a spell. And they start playing around with symbols or thinking that there are a lot of people that really think they hear from spirit. Let me tell you something about spirit. If there's incongruence, spirit's never incongruent. Never, ever. So when you get incongruence, what you're hearing is either other people's voices because you're cuckoo bananas, or you're hearing your own and you're calling it spirit. Because that's the unbalanced ego. Right. Now your ego doesn't need to die, it needs harmony.
It just needs harmony.
It needs that harmony. But it's like and people want to go, like, remember we were on the show, we do the soul signatures, and remember that thing came up about that dude, and he was like,
oh, he had a weird energy.
He was
all into you.
Yeah, and he was he's like, well, that used to be true, but I already worked on that, and that's all done.
I'm done with that.
I'm done with that.
Complete.
So again, back to layers. Yes, you can work through a layer, and it might be good for a little while until you do more work, and then you have the tools and the capability to actually look at it more deeply. So that is what's happening right now. So doing things to take care of yourself, especially, is important right now. Getting outside, making sure you're drinking enough water. Please, for the love of God, drink water.
Please drink water.
Please drink water. This is mostly my guy yelling at me.
Why is that so loud?
Oh my God! Because water will
it's a detox.
It's not only detox you, but for your fascia to stay hydrated. When your fascia is not hydrated, it causes pain in your body.
Okay.
So it can, and it's also how everything connects.
Okay.
So with the fascia and the way that it connects, they're finding more and more out about it. And, that's why the messaging can get wonky. You can get real physical problems, pain. You can get anxiety. Everybody's getting on these anxiety meds. Well, what the hell are you eating? Are you eating food that's not where your body's giving you anxiety because it's trying to tell you something's wrong? Yeah, you don't have enough nutrition, or or you're dehydrated.
Go get a massage. Do something somatic. Move your body, so that you can move through, the energy that's getting caught in your body. Humans were not put on this planet to be sedentary. We're built to move. Our bodies are amazing in the fact that even through pain and depression and all the other things that we deal with as humans,
if we could get out the last 5 weeks and still move our bodies, you having your pain, me having my blood sugars going cuckoo bananas,
right?
You had a lot going on, and we've all managed to that's a choice, because why? It's not work. Stop going to the gym work. That's ridiculous. I go there because I love myself. And I know I'm not going to live forever, but you know what? While I'm alive, I want to speak hope into my body. I want my body to get messages every day that it's strong and that it's alive, so I can be in the fullness. Sure, you don't have to. You could still be happy, sitting on the couch and just, doing whatever, or you're telling yourself you are. But that you're not living your best life. Stop saying, well, where am I perpetrating?
Remember that not everybody has your motivation. Let me just say that.
That's true. That's true.
And not everybody has my motivation either. I can push through things that I probably maybe shouldn't push through, I push through anyway.
You have to make it match.
I'm not a good matcher.
You're good at it.
Oh, I did it. Okay, not everybody
So-
has our motivation. However,
but you can still
you could still
move.
choose to love yourself.
You can guess what? Moving means like maybe you're dancing around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're like taking a walk, or just even if you can only walk like down your sidewalk and back, that is something.
Yeah.
It
That
does
is-
regulate your nervous system.
It's the
That's a fact.
slightest things can make such a difference. So I know we're coming to the end.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, what Aphrodite just said is, so she handed me a key and she said the self-love piece.
Yeah.
You know, that's when people right now are saying like, I don't know what to do. What can I do? Like, how do I do this? How do I do life? How do I get to the next thing? How do I unlock the doors to what I know I'm here to do? All the things that we all say to each other, back inside.
Yeah.
Go back inside.
And
you know,
and
it's
you
the
can
self-love.
only be as intimate with another person emotionally, sexually, any way as you can with yourself. Right? So, and connectedness, remember that. Connectedness, even on all the levels, actually helps your immune system. So when you're in a disconnected state, it will irritate the gene expression for autoimmunity and disease processes. This is the fact, okay? So when we do things that bring us joy and connectedness, don't worry if other people judge it. Is it going to bring you joy? What lights you up? So people are so afraid to be themselves because their families or somebody else is going to be a naysayer. If that's true about them and that's who you're letting boss over your life, you're letting your naysayers boss your life over, F them.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta like really, and listen, we've all done it. So if you are doing that right now, I'm not saying that in a mean way, because there was a good part of my life where I too was like that. Yeah. And then you wake up and you realize I'm going to get myself this physically sick and stressed for people that really don't actually
give a shit about
me. Like, I think, I know we got to go, but like to be around
also,
people.
Like, am I taking guidance or feedback from someone and I look at their life and I'm like, do I?
Why would I want feedback from this person?
Yeah. What about your life is something that I would want to emulate, and why would I want to take guidance from you?
Yeah. Cheryl Richardson, she's a Hay House author. She had for years and years. She she was on You Can Heal Your Life with Louise Hay. And I'll never forget it. This quote has stuck with me forever. And she said that as she was learning and like leaning into like being an author and you know the work that she was doing, one of the things that I forget who said it to her, but it was basically like, why would you go to the hardware store to buy milk?
Oh yeah, that's a recovery.
I'm just like, that's amazing.
Okay. I'm like,
I mean, Riley.
I ate all Courtney's chicken.
So it's a good thing to
remember.
I know it's a good thing to remember. Don't go to the hardware store to buy milk.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're going to the places, being in the places that are supportive for where you are right now, that show your self-love and allow you to kind of anchor into your own worth.
And sometimes if you're really having a lot of trouble, a couple things that you could find in terms of, you probably have stored what they're called informational substances. They know this is we were able to substantiate this now in mind body medicine, where it really does store in the tissues and the different organs. And you never know because it's non-linear. So your linear mind's going to be like, what? That's not that. But when you do that, you can go get something called NET, neuro-emotional technique. It is hands down the best, studied now for almost 40 years, consistent studies with functional MRIs that show the connectivity coming back on the brain, health resuming in the body. So that's the neuro-emotional technique. You can look it up, okay, for a provider that may be near you. If anybody's here in the Philadelphia area, I am one of them. Reiki Beyond the Matrix can be used for that as well. Some yoga somatic.
And like breath work.
Breath work. They do different things. Breath work doesn't totally take the charge off, but it definitely
the energy so that it can the layers. Breath work is good for the layers.
And it also breath work is also good for toning your vagus nerve, which really helps you to process
and like regulate your nervous system.
And regulate your nervous system. I'm trying to think of some of the other ways, but mainly those are the things you really want to choose. If you are going to invest money in modalities, because regular therapy as a standalone is less than 30% effective. Okay, I'm not saying it's not helpful.
Yeah.
Teamed with those modalities, incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's very efficient. Those modalities that I'm talking about work within 3 to 5 sessions.
Yeah.
They're very efficient.
Yeah.
And so just if anybody needs help with that, those are the routes that I would go, because there's hope for you out there.
Yeah.
You don't always have to stay stuck in those thought processes or those inner voices. You don't have to fight them. You can just literally get rid of them.
Yeah.
So just if anybody needed help with that around your worth, choosing those things, choosing your joy. What are you doing to create those things? Come on, get your power back and call it the F back, and then co-create your life.
Yes.
You can do it. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm watching you.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. It's a great show.
It's
Oh my god. Okay.
It's
I
really
want to
great.
know more. I know we have to end, but I want to know more about this Bozo's basket.
No, don't call it that. Because I know people are just very, very stimulated and very activated.
Yeah.
And this is this end of June. I know.
You
Like,
said don't call it that.
don't go.
It's Bardo. I mean, it's not.
It's
not
Barbeau.
It's not
Barbeau.
Barbeau's fault.
It's not
his
Barbeau.
fault. He just discovered it. It's not his fault.
Okay.
He's in
We
his
won't blame
spirit
you.
form.
Yeah.
He's like, sorry,
He
guys.
literally
He's
was just
looking
like,
at.
it's not my fault.
Yeah, it's the
Not my
outer
fault.
planets making these incredible aspects. The
Yeah.
outer planet of Pluto, the outer planet of Neptune, the outer planet of Uranus, the outer planet of Jupiter, and they're all at 4 degrees, like more or less right now.
Whoa.
So it's really a lot. So it's like, again, I always feel like easy does it. Like,
Yeah.
and can I have compassion for the people in my life who are also going through this and maybe not accessing their highest selves or brain?
Maybe could they also, with Venus being in Virgo, instead of believing the critical voice, listen to it differently and see where it might be the thing that is up for you to release.
Yeah.
Like, could they maybe if you used Venus in Virgo
Yeah.
that way, so
Yeah.
this is really loud, let me
Mhm.
see if I can hear what my inner narrative is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you would pause just to look at that, you would be like, wow, like maybe I could get into an observation and I don't have to buy into the narrative
voices,
anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that.
That's a beautiful spin.
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, well, we're
Alright.
at time.
Yep.
We're at
Natalie's
time.
Natalie's ready for her
I'm
after.
powering down with my crystals. And
Oh my
we'll
gosh.
see you guys next Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. Next
Yes, yes.
Monday, every Monday at 3:30 Eastern or
Yeah.
3:33 Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly.
We are on doing the Soul Signatures Live
Yeah.
Mediumship and Astrology Show.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
And stream ends.